Bad news is it was a flat year. We weren't on the way up. But the good news is we think we found the trough.
Another year, another drop. Manufacturers shipped fewer GA aircraft in 2011 than they did in 2010, 67 fewer.
This represents a 3.5% drop. Shipments were down in all of the industry segments from the previous year.
But GAMA says 2011 will be the bottom.
So by knowing where the bottom of the trough is and we're stabilized there, hopefully the only way we can go is up.
And Bunce says some of the indicators point to an eventual recovery.
As economies, especially in the North America marketplace, which is over 50% of the true marketplace for general aviation, as that continues to get more healthy, that's going to translate into more sales. One of the truly long-term indicators for us is if you have 3 continuous quarters of plus 3% U.S. GDP growth. We have not had that yet, but if you look at unemployment numbers, they're trending in the right direction. For us, if you look at what's out there in the used market, that's trending right.
Flight hours are starting to move up, another good sign. And another positive?
The positive news in the medium and large jet categories resulted in a small uptick in worldwide billings for 2011, which grew by 0.4% to $19.1 billion.
And more than 50% of that money came from overseas, making general aviation one of the few U.S. industries contributing to a positive balance of trade.
Actually, for 2011, we sold 54% of our products were exported, which is slightly up from 2010, and we're forecasting similar numbers for this year. The opportunities, particularly in Asia, Australia, India, are immense, so we're going to continue to drive for more global sales.
The general aviation manufacturing industry has a critical role to play in helping the Obama administration meet its goal of doubling exports in 5 years.
It's obvious that this industry is just truly global in nature, and that's accelerating. That's exciting for all of us.
And most exciting is China.
So now let's shift to China. A lot of interest, a lot of activity up there. We have been able to engage with this growing set of regulators within the CAAC in China to be able to go and deliver product within that very important nation. If you look at the landmass of China and you look at their topography, although the size is like the United States, they've got a challenging topography and a lot of mountainous terrain once you get off the coastal plain there. Aviation is perfect to be able to integrate that economy in China and bring that nation together and tie communities just as it is in other parts of the globe, and then to tie China externally to their markets and to be able to stimulate business activity from other nations into China.
But piston engine aircraft deliveries were once again disappointing.
The year started out in positive territory for piston engine deliveries, but the segment ended down 1.5%. However, the piston segment fared best for unit deliveries among the 3 segments. This is in part due to flight school deliveries in emerging markets, particularly in Asia Pacific.
So I do think that we can reinvigorate that part of general aviation, but it's going to take a concerted effort by all of us that just love this industry so much to be able to really focus on what we're doing on the Part 23 rewrite, what we're doing with NASA to put the first A back in NASA to really stimulate aeronautics research to be able to go and help us drive innovation in that marketplace. There is a lot of stuff that we can do.
At the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., Warren Morningstar, AOPA Live.